because, hey, we need to do family vacations.
Oh my gosh, we have so much to go over today. Very unpopular opinions from Jeffree Star to Eugenia Cooney to Trisha Paytas. It's a lot. So grab a snack and come on back. This is Rachel with the hottest celebrity news on YouTube. Now on this face, I used that Dr. Barbara Strum and Jeffree Star released new skincare. These are my favorite out of the line so far. This, I laid down with this first. So if it looks a little good, oh my god, this one here really snatched it up. Okay, well, and I'll try to link it down below, the Dr. Barbara Strum. I don't think that I can link the Jeffree Star stuff because it's new. I love it so much. The whole coffee collection is a vibe. All right, well, there's a lot to go over. It's gonna be jam-packed full. So like I said, grab a snack and come on back. Let me jump into today's sponsor. So thank you so much to AdamandEve.com for sponsoring this video. You can use code LUX, L-U-X, at AdamandEve.com for free shipping for the United States and Canada. Exclusives do apply. It's not all about adult toys. I have silk pajamas and pillowcases. And I really do like when you guys send me messages and you let me know what you bought and what you liked and the crazy things you find on there. So thank you, AdamandEve.com, for sponsoring this video. And a portion of the proceeds goes to help fight and find a cure for HIV and AIDS. And we always love companies who give back. So thank you, Adam and Eve, for sponsoring today's video. Again, use code LUX, L-U-X, for 50% off. That's like Black Friday prices. Okay, so let's start with the Trisha Paytas drama because Trisha Paytas posted a very controversial video and I watched all of it. And I'm pretty sure that we getting receipts coming in. All right, so check this out. This right here, she posted this video called The Hardest Goodbye. It's right here. It's her crying in front of her two cars. Now, one of them is a Jeep, girl, and a Range Rover. Well, what happened to the pink Cullinan she had? Remember she was copying Jeffree Star? She got a pink Cullinan? Well, in this video, The Hardest Goodbye, she's saying goodbye to the pink Cullinan. And I think it was a $250,000 car. They asked her if she wanted to buy it. It was a lease. She admits it was a lease in the video. And that if she wanted to buy it, it was like $250,000. I think she bought it, she probably got it like around $300,000. So she was making $5,000 a month payments on this Rolls Royce Cullinan. Well, the hardest goodbye is because she is connecting the Rolls Royce Cullinan that she has to her self-worth, her identity, right? And she admits in the video that she has, some identity issues and that she's very highly problematic. She also admits that she, seeing a therapist and has a few screws loose up here. She admits that in the video, so I don't care that I'm saying it because she says it herself, okay? Mental illness, I think, is the word she used in the video. She has some mental illness. Well, she is saying that the pink Cullinan is gone. They came and they picked it up and she's so shocked that it's gone. And she's saying that this is a goodbye. Like this is that old Trisha is gone and she's moving into more of a motherhood with baby number 2 on the way. Because remember, she's pregnant now.
It's such a part of me and like my online persona. And I was just like, you know what? That's a sad video. You know what's not a sad video? Is standing here and just saying how wonderful and how happy I am. How much happy I am now that the car is gone. Not only are we going to save money, $60,000 a year, right? What can we put that towards? Anything. Trips to Disney World, trips to Tokyo Disney. Like, you know what I mean? And how lucky am I to even be saying that? To even be like, wow, we could have saved that money to go on family vacations. I know I didn't go on family vacations as a kid, ever. We never went anywhere as a family. So,
and I'm thinking, something doesn't add up. Something does not add up here. She's painting this picture that the pink Cullinan being gone is her moving more toward a selfish, not so selfish life, and it's all about the kids. That's what she's painting, right? But I can't help but to I have a feeling, that it has to do with financials.
Generation better. Like, I truly believe that. But that means no more just me and Moses. That means no more just going out whenever. And not to say like I go out in clubs, like I definitely was never that person. But just in general, not buying a designer purse because, hey, we need to do family vacations. We need to do photo shoots. She has to go to the dentist. We have a doctor's appointment. Got to get the vaccines. Like, not having a pink Rolls Royce that's $5,000 a month, because $5,000 a month is $60,000 a year, and we could go on family trips with that. College, schooling, extracurricular activities, dance classes. When I was young, we always had to drop out of dance about 9 months into, like about 8 months into the year, because we couldn't afford recital costumes. And I am not going to be that mom who just spends everything on myself and nothing on the baby, because she deserves the pink Rolls Royce to, you know, like her little, to drive around in and stuff like that. She doesn't care about a big pink Rolls Royce. She doesn't care about a Range Rover. She doesn't care what car we're driving right now. You know, maybe when they're 16 they do, but she doesn't care about that. You know what I mean? And it distracted. It always brought attention. People always waited by the car. People would follow, even if it wasn't fans, like just random people would follow, know where we live, all this stuff like that. So it was like really actually scary. You guys know, if I mukbanged in that car, while I loved it and I felt like it was such a boat and bougie, I was always scared because you would see the car, rightfully so, it's a pink Rolls Royce, and I'd be scared. And it's just doesn't make sense for me and where I'm at in life right now. So, you know, they came to take the car, and it's kind of like, because it was like, basically they couldn't renew my lease because it was a company, it was like a weird company. I won't say weird in a bad way, but kind of weird because like I just didn't have great credit. And to get a lease on a $500,000 car with bad credit, like you have to put a lot down. You have to go to a little bit of a shady company, and not shady, just like they're not a big bank, you know?
Because she does talk about that. She talks about, this is more money that, you know, we could use toward the kids. This is more money that we could go on vacation with. Like, no. Trisha Paytas is struggling financially. She sold the Rolls Royce because she needs some money. All right, the $5,000 a month was like, I could use this because we have a new kid on the way with another mouth to feed. I gotta get rid of this. All right, she should have got rid of the Range Rover, but I mean, to me, the way I see it, smoke and mirrors, totally smoke and mirrors. If you're gonna get rid of the pink Cullinan, which you say is, you know, embodiment of you or whatever, then like, well, then why not the pink backdrop for your show? You know, the Trish dish or whatever, the podcast, like the whole gig, the whole Trisha gig. Get rid of all that then. She was already selling the Birkins off, and it's catching up. In that case, sell the house. You don't need a $3 million house. Get you a nice normal house with 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom house. You don't need a mansion. A $3 million, $4 million mansion. You don't need that. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like you're trying to paint this picture that this Rolls Royce Cullinan is something more than what it is. No, girl, you couldn't afford the payments. You have a new mouth to feed. You have a baby on the way. Something has got to give. You're not doing OF like you used to. It's the truth. Your husband's not going to let you collab with people, all right? You have a tremendous amount of stress, a financial stress that's coming, all right? On top of the views aren't the same what they used to be. The subscribers aren't the same what it used to be. It just is. It's just not. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. And so this was a video to get people to click and watch when she says the hardest goodbye. The hardest goodbye of your life is the Rolls Royce thing. It's just like you have to navigate as a business, right? You have to navigate with the ebbs and flows of the situation, right? If no one wants to watch the people I talk about on this channel, I talk about other people on this channel. I talk about some other people. I'm not going to say, like, if you can pick up what I'm putting down, the fact is she couldn't afford the damn Rolls Royce because she has another kid on the way. And she's painting this picture that her getting rid of the Rolls Royce is she's stepping into a more mature mommy era, which is not the case. Because if it was, Trisha, you would stop the podcast. It wouldn't be all pink in the background. You would stop this over-the-top pink stuff that you have, all the designer goods that you have. And I've been noticing she has been shopping less and less and less lately. So then just rebrand. This is you saying that because you have another kid on the way, this is a rebrand. No, it's not. You're financially structuring a new order. Because that's what's happening here. Because Moses ain't finna pick up some work boots and hit it and find a 9-to-5. Apparently he's like a furniture carpenter of the world, which he's the one I always see fixing her hair, fixing her makeup. We've seen videos of that. Watching the kids. He's just another hired guy. You just married your assistant, girl. It's fine. People do that all the time. At the end of the day, don't paint it something that's not. Don't paint it something that's not. Struggling financially, you sold the Rolls Royce. It makes sense to do that. And actually doesn't how you did it, because you have some bags you could have sold. You have a house that you could have downsized and kept the Rolls Royce. There are so many things that you could have done to level it out and keep the rolls. I'm just saying, like at some point, Trisha Paytas is known for that over-the-top, big hair, dramatic, pink G-Wagon, pink car, pink something, right? Over the topness. And now you're saying, oh, I'm a mom now. I'm a mom now. Well, guess what's going to happen when that goes away too? You're boring in the house. So if she's going to rebrand, it needs to be a structural rebrand where she is just maybe this total mommy person, and like straight to the nine, like all about eating granola and all that whole gig, right? Kind of like a Goop website, or like that one Kardashian is all healthy and stuff and all about the kids. You put those two together, it kind of like that. Anyways, so I found the whole video to be very fake. And yeah, so that was our Trisha Paytas segment. But I know people are gonna say, I can't believe you're saying that. Girl, that's just how I see it, okay? At the end of the day, it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Houston, Texas, and I'm just a clown sitting in my penthouse giving you my opinions about Trisha Paytas. That's just what it is all day long, okay? At the end of the day, I don't like what she's doing, and when I voice my opinion about what she's doing, I'm a hater, okay? In what world do we live in that I would go to McDonald's and, I don't know, order a Big Mac, and I'm so hungry, so when I get my Big Mac, I pull over in the parking lot, and I open it up, and I'm like, oh my God, these are chicken nuggets. So then I ride around, gotta go through that roundabout again, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, I ordered a Big Mac, but you gave me chicken nuggets. And then they're gonna look at me and say, you're a hater. You're just a hater. You're just a hater. You're just a hater. No, like how am I a hater? Like I ordered something and you gave me something else. I'm not a hater, all right? So with Trisha Paytas, it's a lot of that. Like she's giving us something and I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's not what it is. Oh, I'm a hater. I'm a hater. Like it's kind of like that. Like, does that make sense? I love that analogy though. I just love it. Anytime, it's a hater, you're just a hater, right? It's like, I don't know, Jeffree Star skincare. I actually liked one, but if I were to get it, right, not sponsored, although I should be, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, hey, you know what? Like, it's a little bit too silky, too smooth. Oh, you're a hater. You're a hater. Like, God, it doesn't make any sense, girl. Oh my God, I actually like it. Anyways, all right, I totally digress. Okay, so back to Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is in a drama again this time because he apparently is in a lawsuit that we don't know about. So I have the receipts here. I'll try to throw them up if I can remember. So let me see here. There's a lot of it. So I got this in my email. It said, Treehouse Law LLP. It says, have you purchased Jeffree Star eyeshadow palettes? You may have been deceived and entitled to a compensation from a class action lawsuit. And I'm just like, what? It's like, have you ever had a toxic friend? Have you ever had a toxic ex-boyfriend? Have you had a toxic girlfriend? You may be entitled to a compensation. Have you ever been entitled? Have you ever dated a girl from Los Angeles? You may be entitled to compensation. Like, is that type of, I think it's so funny. Anyways, when I look at the website, I did a little digging, right? When I went into the website, they say things like, at Treehouse Law, we never charge our clients for any costs. We incur legal costs, is one of the things they say, followed by, let me see. At Treehouse Law, our seasoned litigators have dedicated their careers to challenging false advertising and deceptive business practices. This experience has allowed our team to become knowledgeable of a wide variety of issues plaguing the consumer market. And another slide says, with this understanding, we advocate diligently and passionately on behalf of our clients with a deep understanding of consumer law and willingness to pursue creative legal solutions for consumers across the country. Now, the only thing I can think of that they're trying to point at is that there was a lawsuit a couple years ago. It was in 2022 and July 25th, 2022, when Huda Beauty, this is a real article from Cosmetics Beauty. Here it is. This is the lawsuit heard around the world from Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty pays nearly $2 million to settle Neon Obsessions lawsuit. Huda Beauty paid $2 million for a lawsuit in this makeup drama that she had. Apparently there were these small little makeup quadrants, eyeshadows, or were they eyeshadows?
Literally a hidden label underneath the main label, letting you know that it's not safe to use around your eyes.
I have these palettes and I love these palettes, and I think it's so important that we stop fear-mongering around pressed pigment palettes. Yes, this is a pressed pigment palette. It is clearly stated that, and then you have to peel for the ingredient list because it's too long to fit on the back. This is not the only one. This is a very small compact palette. All of these palettes also have a peel at the back. I've already peeled it and then I messed it up. And they say not safe for the intended eye area. These are incredible neon shades. They are gorgeous, absolutely stunning, okay? This lawsuit was in the US where the FDA deemed some of these colors not approved for the eye area because it may cause irritation and staining. And that was the big thing, staining. But do you want to know something? This, and this are also pressed pigment palettes that are not intended for the immediate eye area use. But those aren't the only ones. We've got some Kylie, we've got some Lunar Beauty, we've got some Jeffree Star, we've got some Sample Beauty. All of these are like, look, eyeshadow palette. But also avoid direct contact with eyes, blah, 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 blah. These are all gorgeous. And I've got more for you. This one, it's a neutral. You wouldn't think, but this says, not intended for the use in the immediate eye area. Again, not intended for use in the immediate eye area. Oh, there it is again. And again. And again. And again. And again. I think we need to stop fear-mongering pressed pigment palettes. Obviously, brands know what they're doing, and yes, they are putting pigments in these palettes that are not technically approved, and the only reason they're not approved is because they can stain the eye and they can cause irritation. But you know what? Regular eyeshadows can also stain the eye and cause irritation. So we need to stop being so hard on Huda Beauty. Like, this fear-mongering is such a huge pet peeve of mine. Before you start chowing down on Huda Beauty, you better go look at every single one of your eyeshadow palettes and decide if you are going to be anti-Huda Beauty because of this lawsuit, then you better be anti every other brand.
And, you know, some of them were not intended for eye use, which is fine. A lot of palettes that we have aren't intended for eye use. They're called pigmented palettes. They're not called eyeshadow palettes like that, right? Whatever. So you would, it wasn't labeled where we could see it. You had to like tear this thing open, and it was like towards the back of it, and so it was kind of like, well, it was there, but for the consumer you had to peel this and do that, so it made it difficult for the consumer to see it, and so that's why the lawsuit hit. And for her to pay $2 million, that was a lot of money. In fact, I think that they used Huda Beauty as somewhat as a like a lesson to be learned, of that type vibe. So maybe this law group, the Treehouse, are trying to pin Jeffree Star for something along the lines of that. But as far as I know, he's always disclosed that it wasn't intended for eye use, or there's a difference between pigments and, you know, eyeshadows. Like, I've seen many times that he'd said that. And also not just him, but his other people, colleagues in the business as well. So maybe this is the company who's just trying to get some feelers out there. I don't know what's going on, but as of the time making this video, Jeffree Star has not said anything at all. So we're going to see what happens with all that. Now, back to Eugenia Cooney. So Eugenia Cooney was on live stream. I have the video here. And someone said that she needs nutrients. Like, she needs to eat. And she told her audience to send her food. Because on TikTok, you can send gifts and like money. So they were sending her like chicken wings, turkeys. Like, they were sending her food gifts. Here we go.
No, if you want to give me nutrients, you guys can give me potlucks on here. You guys can give, like, what's that gift? You can get the fantastic hot dogs. Like, you can get nutrients on TikTok. So, I mean, there you go. There we go. Oh my gosh, cat slams. Thanks for the nutrients. Thanks for the hot dog. Oh my gosh. Yeah, everybody.
So shout out to Wolfgang Productions 7402.
Guys, listen, I'm just joking. Nobody actually has to give me like hot dogs or like whatever. Oh my gosh, Jeffree! Jeffree with the nutrients! Jeffree, thank you so much for the potluck. Thank you. People in chat tonight, like, they're going crazy. You guys know, if you want to give me nutrients, you guys can give me potluck.
So then Jeffree Star jumped in her live and sent her some gifts. I thought that was kind of funny. But then it went further on, because there's more videos. There's one I wanted to show, right, that I found to be kind of interesting. It's whenever, let me see here. No, that wasn't the watering the plants one. It wasn't the She was showing off some stuff that she got in the PR. Thank you for, oh, right here. Thanks for your concern. No medical emergency needed. Here it is.
None of it, but, you know, it can be good. It'll take a medical emergency for me to wake up. Well, guys, luckily, I don't think there's any medical emergencies happening right now. Everything's good. Everything's fine. So, no need to worry. Meow Squad, thank you with the team bracelet. There's definitely one happening. There's not though, guys. Look at me. I'm literally just like, you guys, I'm literally just like sitting here talking to you guys. Look, Rachel, I can lift a burger. There's no medical emergency. It's crazy. Like people like want to do crazy phone calls and be like, she's having a heart attack. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Wow, let me turn on my light back again. So that's what she had said on the latest Eugenia Cooney update. There was a situation where she got up and she walked off camera. She goes, I'll be right back, guys. And then we heard like a beeping sound. Beep, 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 beep. And then later on she came back and then they were like, what's that beeping sound? She's like, what beeping sound? Like, I was like, what? Was there like a lock in the room? Was there like a lock to her closet or something? I could see that. But I don't know. Maybe.
Why did the door beep? Guys, there's nothing on either of my doors that would beep. So, I don't know, there was like some kind of glitch you guys heard or something. No, there's nothing there.
Maybe you have to enter a code so that an alarm doesn't go off or something, but I don't know. But a lot of people heard it, but we'll see how that goes. It's a medical mystery, Eugenia Cooney. Anyway, so let me know what you think about all that drama in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Rich Selects, the hottest 30 using gossip on YouTube. Bye!